Teapot Tales. Red Riding Hood to the rescue. Told by Mrs. Brown. Hello there. It's such a lovely day. I thought it would be nice to have a teapot tale outside. Well, this teapot tale needs to be outside really anyway. I think it's just about ready. Let's give it a taste. Not quite, not quite. Needs a bit of magic. Put in some sugar, put in some spice, give it a stir and see if it's nice. Oh, yes, much better. Now, some stories don't come in books or DVDs or old socks. Some stories come in teapots, like this one. The story of Little Red Riding Hood comes to the rescue. She's in here somewhere. Red Riding Hood, Red Riding Hood, are you in there? There she is. Now, Little Red Riding Hood had red hair and red shoes and a red cloak and a red hat, which she always wore everywhere she went. You might have thought she'd have a red name too, like Rosie or Ruby or Scarlet. But no, her real name was Blanchette, which is French, because Red Riding Hood is French, or so I have been told. Well, early one morning, Mum had a phone call. Mum's in the teapot somewhere. There she is. There's Mum. When the phone rang, it was Grandma. Hello? Yes. Yes, that's all right. What do you need, Mem? Oh, all right, I think we can manage that. I'll send Red Riding Hood over. Yep, she won't be long. Okay, take care, Mum. Bye. Grandma had asked for some essential supplies to be sent over. She wasn't leaving the house right at the moment and she'd run out of a few things. So Mum got a basket and she said, Red Riding Hood. Yes, Mum? Could you take these things over to Grandma's for me? She's run out of a few bits and bobs. She just needs you to pop them over. Okay. Into the basket, Mum put some healthy vegetables. Essential. Some toilet roll. Very essential. Grandma had nearly run out. Oh, tea bags. And a couple of other bits and bobs to cheer Grandma up. So, it wasn't very far to Grandma's house. Red Riding Hood had been there loads of times. On the way, said Mum, make sure you don't talk to any strangers. Oh, of course I won't, I'm not silly. And when you get there, just drop the basket off at the door, because Grandma's not answering the door to visitors at the moment. Okay, Mum, see you later. Bye. And off she went. She walked, and she walked, and she walked, and she walked. Little Red Riding Hood walked and walked and walked. She walked right into the middle of the dark woods. There was plenty of scope for the imagination, and not of the pleasantest kind. She was beginning to feel a little worried, but she carried on bravely until she heard a strange noise. Ahem! What's that? Ahem! Over here! Oh, there, underneath a tall tree, was a strange creature. A bit like, yes, definitely, a bit like a wolf. "Where are you going to, little girl?" he asked. "Oh, I'm on my way to my grandmother's," said Red Riding Hood bravely. "She needs urgent supplies and she can't get out at the moment. Would you like me to come with you, to keep you safe?" I think I'm okay, actually," said Red Riding Hood. "Where does your grandmother live?" "Just on the other side of the wood. It's not far. I'll be fine." "Well, you take care out there, my dear," said the wolf. "It's a wild wood out there." Whilst Red Riding Hood continued on her way to Grandma's house, the wolf ran ahead as fast as he possibly could. When he arrived, he knocked on the door. "Grandma! Oh, Grandma! Are you in there?" asked the wolf in his best little girl voice. "Is that you, Red Riding Hood?" "Oh, yes," said the wolf. "Thank you so much, my dear." "Shall I come in?" said the wolf. "No, just put the basket there by the door, and I shall pick it up presently," said Grandma. Well, the wolf was a little bit surprised. That's not the version I know, he thought. He was looking forward to eating a juicy grandma for his dinner. But he looked up on the roof and he saw a fine chimney stack. "Ha ha," he thought, "I know what I shall do." And up he climbed onto the roof. It was a bit tricky for a wolf to fit down a chimney, but he managed. And down he went. Luckily, somewhere in the wood, a woodcutter had been busy at work. He had seen the wolf climb onto the roof of Grandma's cottage. Curious, he thought. A wolf on the top of Grandma's cottage? I had better investigate. And away he went. When the woodcutter arrived at Grandma's cottage, he knocked on the door. "Are you all right in there, Grandma?" "Yes, is that you, Red Riding Hood?" said the wolf. "No," said the woodcutter. "It's not. Can I come in?" No, you definitely can't come in. I'm very poorly, and I don't want you to catch anything," said the wolf. Taking no notice at all, the woodcutter strode in bravely. He pulled out the big bad wolf. He dragged him into the wood, and he chopped his head off, with not one, not two, but 3 blows of his mighty axe. And that was the end of him. He chopped him a bit more, and surprisingly, out came Grandma. "Oh my goodness, oh my days, what on earth has happened to me? I was sitting in bed, reading a magazine, and all of a sudden, well, I can't begin to tell you. I don't know if it was a nightmare, if it was a bad dream. The most dreadful things happened to me. Oh, I don't know what to do with myself." "It's all right, Grandma," said the woodcutter. "No need to worry. Red Riding Hood will soon be here with extra supplies. She's coming to help you." "Are you sure you're okay?" said the woodcutter, standing well back. Didn't want to get sneezed on. "I am, my dear, I am. Thank you so much, young man. It was very good of you to come to my rescue after all. Did you say Red Riding Hood's on her way?" "Apparently so." She must be around somewhere. Red Riding Hood. Red Riding Hood, are you nearly here? Come on, missus. We've been waiting all day for these supplies. Red Riding Hood took the basket of goodies to Grandma, standing well back. Are you all right, Grandma? Mum sent this stuff over for you. She sent you some tea and some toilet rolls and some vegetables. I'll just pop them down there for you. Thank you so much, Red Riding Hood, said Grandma. You truly are a very brave little girl. Now you take care going home. Don't talk to any strangers, especially not big bad wolves. That's right, said the woodcutter. You be careful, young lady. Watch your step, watch where you're going, and stay safe. I will. Take care, everybody. And off she set, back home, through the woods. Bye-bye, Red Riding Hood. We'll see you again soon. And you know what? I should tell you, really. It's quite true. They all lived happily very after. Very happy ever after, indeed. Well, after all that, I think it's time for a cup of tea. Oh, goodness me, what an adventure! Don't go into the woods today and watch out for big bad wolves. Oh, with that, I would say that's your lot. Back in the pot, Mum. Wolf. Well done, woodcutter. Well done, Red Riding Hood. And Grandma. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Oh, don't forget the essential supplies. Keep us all happy.